our next questions today. So let us start with our questions. According to Reserve Bank of India Annual Report 2022-2023, India's engineering export reached to US $107.0 billion during 2022-2023. Major markets for engineering export from India include which of the major following countries? USA, China, Italy, Germany, UAE. So the answer here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means all are correct. International Solar Alliance is an alliance founded by India, France, focusing on large-scale development of solar energy as sustainable intervention to counter climate change. Recently, which of the following countries have joined the organization as 95th member? Costa Rica, Rwanda, Chile, Portugal, Croatia. Answer, guys. If you know, you can answer, and even if you don't know the answers, you can write pass in the comment section so that I will understand that you will move to the next question. So the answer here is Chile. Chile is the 85th member and 95th member, okay, so which has joined the International Solar Alliance, co-founded by India and France, okay, and enabling countries here identified as least developed countries LDC, small island developing countries to pursue low carbon growth goals. Consider the following statements about 14th round of RBI survey on foreign collaboration in Indian industries. Manufacturing sector accounted 78% of total reported foreign technical collaborations, that is FTC. Japan, Israel and USA remained the top 3 sources of the country for technological transfer. Companies with FTC agreements for motor vehicle sectors had highest share in total production of FTC companies. Which of the following statements are correct? Answer, guys. Answer, guys. So the answer here is 1 and 3 only, because Japan, US and Germany are the countries which contribute 78% of total FTCs, and top 3 sourcing countries were these 3. It was not Israel, it was Japan, USA, Germany. The union government authorities have released recently a tax devolution of dash to all the state governments for November 2023. It enables the state government to make in-time releases and add to festivities and celebration among the people. So, how much tax devolution is to all state government in the November 2023? 72,961 crores, 89,344 crores, 64,918 crores, 78,536 crores and 81,239 crores. So the answer is option number 1, 70,961 crores. Okay. and this devolution is in line with the 15th or 16th Finance Commission? 15th Finance Commission. Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, okay, consider the following statements. It was launched in March 2018, incorporated as a component of Mission Shakti from 1st April 2022. Cash incentive of rupees 6,000 for the girl child has been introduced in Matrutva Vandana 2.0, and since inception more than 3.19 crore beneficiaries have been given financial support. So the answer here is 1 only. Correct statement, incorrect statements were asked. So as considering incorrect statement, 1 is wrong, 2nd is correct, 3rd is correct. Now why 1 was wrong is that the primary objective of Matrutva Vandana Yojana that was launched on 1st January 2017, not 18. So 18 is wrong, 2017 it was launched, and it is also a component of Mission Shakti from 1st of April 2022. Remember this, very, very important. Recently, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, IRDAI, proposed an initiative to simplify CIS format for health insurance policy holders. What is I in CIS? Identification, insurance, information, inclusivity or inclusive or intermediary. So the answer here is information, because the full form of CIS is customer information sheets. Are we clear here? India has ranked at 127 out of 146 countries in terms of gender parity, which is an improvement of 8 places from last year to the annual gender gap report of 2023. Which of the following statements are not correct in this context? Which of the following statements are not correct from this context? India's neighbor Bangladesh, Sri Lanka have performed better than India, correct. India's neighbor like Bangladesh, Nepal and even your Sri Lanka has performed better than India. Pakistan has not performed that better. Gender gap report has been released by World Bank, that's wrong. It's by World Economic Forum, and Iceland is the most gender equal country in the world for 10th consecutive year. So not correct, 2 and 3 are not correct here, and India's first statement, that is India's neighbor Bangladesh, Sri Lanka have performed better, that is true. Along with that, Nepal also has performed better. Third, Iceland is not, Netherlands has actually performed better. So 14th consecutive year, India's rank is 127 out of 146. Pakistan is behind us. Bangladesh, China, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan even are better than us. Consider following statements related to AGNIi. which is accelerating growth of New India's innovation. It is a program for National Institution for Transforming India Ayog, that is Niti Ayog. Program aims to support government laboratories for commercialization of their inventions. Under this program, activities related to training and capacity building of scientists are carried out. Which of the following statements are correct? 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1 only and 2 only. So try to answer it, guys. So the answer here is your 2 and 3 only. So these two statements are correct. The first one is wrong because it is not, AGNIi is not a program which is under Niti Ayog. It is a program under Principal Scientific Advisor of the Government of India and a mission under Prime Minister Science and Technology and Innovation Advisory Council, PM STIAC. The program supports government laboratories and commercialization of market-ready inventions. During 2023, combined balance sheet of commercial banks expanded in double digits, driven by sustained credit growth. Lower slippages helped in improving asset quality across all bank groups, with a gross non-performing asset total GNPA to total advances ratio of scheduled commercial banks dropping to 10-year low. Higher lending rates and lower provisioning requirements helped to improve profitability of the banks and shored up their capital positions. In light to the above reports of trend and progress of banking in India, identify correct statements. The first is consolidated bank sheets of scheduled commercial banks including regional rural banks grew by 12%, highest in 9 years. The share of private banks in consolidated balance sheet of scheduled commercial banks declined from March 2022 to 2023. The end of March 2023, 81.2% of scheduled commercial banks investments were in government securities. We have to find which are the correct statements. Try to give the answer. 7 people, even if you don't know the answer, try as much as you can. I am giving only 5 seconds to solve. If you are able to solve, it's okay. Otherwise, we will move forward. So, have you given the answers here? Come on, guys. You have to give the answer. The answer here is your second only is correct. Now, why first is wrong? Why third is wrong? Let us look at it. So, if you look at overall the answer here, the SEBIs rose not 12.2% but 14.2%. That is why first statement is wrong. Next, 81.2% of SEBI's investments were in government securities. That your third statement which you are talking about is correct. Okay. So second and third, second is about the share of private banks in consolidated balance sheet of scheduled commercial banks declined. And if you see that statement, yes, the share of private banks, okay, have declined 58.6% at the March 2022 to 57.6% at the end of 2023 March. So overall 2 and 3 seems to be correct. So the answer is 2 and 3. Okay, 2 and 3. Here 3 also have been there. 2 and 3 is the correct answer. Reserve Bank of India 2024 as a measure to assist the account holders with a view to consolidating and rationalizing extant instructions on inoperative accounts. So this passage is more about the guidelines for inoperative accounts and unclaimed deposits. So this is overall the passage is all about. Okay. So now let us go through the statements. So once you understand that the passage is about this particular topic, it's a very long statement, not even I can get. Okay, so the statement is talking related to classification of accounts deposit as inoperative and unclaimed deposit. In case of their periodic review of such accounts deposit measures to prevent frauds, such accounts, expeditious resolution complaints, customers of then tracing the customers of inoperative accounts and unclaimed deposits, their nominees, their legal heirs, etc., etc. So this revised instructions will be applicable to which of the following banks? Public sector banks, private sector banks, regional rural banks and cooperative banks. It's a very huge passage. Always try to remember, in RBI you don't have that much time to read whole the passage. Okay, directly jump to the question, read, and then go through the passage, read the important keywords and try to solve the answer. In this passage specifically, there is no even a full stop in between. Okay, so that is why such questions will come up in exam. The huge complex paragraphs in RBI are given so as to waste your time. You have to always believe that. So the answer here is your all of the above. All 4 banks, public sector, private sector, regional, rural and cooperative banks are also into, like under which these inoperative accounts and unclaimed deposit instructions have been applied. The Reserve Bank of India recently issued a draft circular on dividend declaration. Okay? So, according to draft, commercial bank, small finance bank, payment bank, local area bank and regional rural bank will have to meet applicable regulatory capital requirements, that is capital to risk weighted assets ratio for each dash financial years, including financial year for which dividend is proposed. The draft also mentions that net non-performing asset NNPA ratio should be less than B% of the financial year for which dividend is proposed. What is A? What is B? So the capital adequacy ratio which we are talking about, it should be for last 3 years, okay, including the financial year when dividend is to be payable, and 6% should be your net non-performing assets ratio. It should be less than 6% for the financial year even for which dividend is proposed. So this is one more question. Reserve Bank of India on January 2023-2024 reviewed the direction of commercial papers and non-convertible debentures for original and initial maturity up to 1 year. The bank stated the issuers of CPs and NCDs have to disclose information on any default in payment through various channels, including publicly disseminating such information through their websites. Bank to put cap on total subscription by all individuals, including Hindu undivided families, in primary issuance of CPs and NCDs to dash percentage of total amount issued: 20%, 25%, 50%, 75% and 90%. Answer, guys. So the answer here is 25%, okay, of total amount issued. Okay. So bank can put a cap on total subscription on all the individuals, including your Hindu undivided families also, for the primary issuance of CPs and NCDs to 25% of total amount issued. Then statement based question. Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises implemented various programs aimed to support and development of MSME sector. So MSME sector related a paragraph is there. Consider following statement which are correct. Collateral free loan up to limit of 50 lakhs to MSME with guarantee coverage of 85% for all various categories of loan through Credit Guarantee Fund Trust of Micro Small Enterprises under CGS shall be provided. 50,000 crore equity infusion through Self-Reliant India Fund and no global tenders shall be allowed for procurement up to 200 crores. Which of the following statement associated with MSMEs are correct? 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2 only, all 1, 2, 3. Try to answer them. Try to answer, guys, 3 seconds only. Answer is 2 and 3 only. Let us see why 2 and 3 are correct and first is wrong. So the first thing is that collateral loan is up to 500 lakh, not 50 lakh. Also, this has to be given by CGS, under CGS, that is Credit Guarantee Scheme. 50,000 crore equity is there through Self-Reliant India Fund and the corpus is 10,100 crores. Okay. And other than that, no global tenders for procurement up to 200 crores will be done, and rollout of raising and accelerating the RAM program, that is MSME, like raising and accelerating MSME performance, has outlay of 6,000 crores over 5 years. All these statements are very important from MSME point of view. Recently, Government of India has come out with guidelines for undertaking pilot projects for using green hydrogen in transport sector. So which of the following statements are not correct related to National Greenhouse Hydrogen Mission? This is a mission launched in the year of 2023. Outlay was 19,744 crores. It will contribute India's goal to become Atmanirbhar, that is self-reliant, and through clean energy, and it will serve an inspiration for global clean energy transition. Seems out to be second should be correct. The mission will lead to significant decarbonization of economy, reduce dependence on fossil fuel, enable India to assume technology and market leadership in green hydrogen. So the answer here is none of the above, because they had asked which is not correct, and all the three statements are correct here. Okay, so launched on January 2023, outlay was 19,744, and last, that is two and third statement, last two statements were very generic, which are very correct. Last question for today. The Reserve Bank of India in January 2024 published a report of working group of state government guarantees. The term of reference of this working group included, inter alia, prescribing uniform guarantee ceiling for the states, uniform reporting framework for the guarantees given by government, assessing adequacy of state contributions to guarantee redemption fund. Which of the following is not correct regarding the recommendation of above working group? The word guarantee should include instruments which create obligation, contingent or otherwise on part of state government. The state government may consider fixing a ceiling for incremental guarantees issued during the year at 5% of revenue receipts or 0.5% of gross state domestic product, whichever is higher. Then the state government may consider charging a minimum guarantee fee for guarantees extended, and additional risk premium may be charged based on risk category and tenor of the underlying loan. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and all of the above are correct. We have to find which of the statements are not correct in this particular question. Try to answer, guys. I'll give you 10 seconds for this, because this is little bit difficult. So let's try to solve this particular question. Okay, so the word guarantee should include, we have to find which are not correct, right? But if you look at the question here, so the word guarantee should include all instruments which create an obligation, contingent otherwise on part of the state government, seems to be correct for me. Second thing is, state government may consider fixing a ceiling for incremental guarantees issued during a year at 5% of revenue receipts or 0.5% of gross domestic product, whichever is higher. Whichever is higher or whichever is lower. Ha, guys? So second statement I'll keep like that only. Third statement again, it's correct. So our answer, I think second statement is wrong. Let us see why it is wrong. Okay. So yes, the word guarantee should give all the instruments, correct. The purpose for which government guarantees are issued should be clearly defined. The government may consider fixing ceiling for incremental guarantees issuing a year at 5%, that is correct. At 0.5% of gross domestic product, that is also correct. But whichever is less, not whichever is higher, right? So that's the thing here. Okay. Next, if you see the recommendation of working group, state may consider charging a minimum guarantee fee for guarantees extended, and additional risk premium may be charged based on the risk category and tenor of the underlying loan. State government may also disclose data relating to guarantees as per Indian Government Accounting Act standards. Let us take one more question. Yeah, this question would be good. No, not this question. Yeah, this question only we will take. Indian Constitution the role and Indian Constitution, the role and appointment of governor, a pivotal figure in state governance, are outlined in specific articles. One such articles deals with appointment of office of governor. Which of the following articles pertains to this appointment? Okay. The appointment of governor, very, very simple. The appointment of governor pertains to which of the following constitutional article? Guys, for RBI Grade B specifically, we have launched various courses. So, in this last 5 to 10 days, along with the test preparations, okay, you can even go and subscribe to our newly launched batch, that is your RBI Grade B 2024 Phase 1 GMCQ batch. Before your Phase 1 exam, we are going to complete your more than 2000 questions for your GA section especially. Okay, so go and check it out. If you are having problems related to revision, then definitely go in test sections, go in RBI Grade B, and at the tests only, here you will get the magazines which are there for RBI Grade B Phase 1. So here regulatory revision PDFs are there, 3 magazines for PIB, for government scheme, for current affairs, and that covers last 6 to 8 months of your all current affairs. So it's only at 999. Go and check it out. The answer to this specific question is your Article 155. So 155 is associated with appointment of governor. Thank you very much and see you next time.